And now, back to the Johnny B. Show.
Welcome back to Johnny B. Show. Already into hour number 3, Feel Good Freestyle Foodie Friday. Things are looking good for a great weekend for everybody. We talked about earlier all the great food festivals that are happening. The CDC basically told everybody that the mask mandates are over.
Just saw that Disney World said that they are not going to, or make masks optional, I should say,
right,
in the outdoor common areas of Walt Disney World.
Yeah, and look, don't everybody freak out. Start emailing my bosses. The CDC didn't say it's over, but they kind of did. They said, basically, you don't need a mask if you've been fully vaccinated in most places. Obviously, not like hospitals and places of medical attention, but like normal places, and no social distancing if you've had your vaccine, which basically is saying it's over because nobody's going to be checking people for their vaccine unless they want to get punched in the face at the mall.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too much of a pain in the ass. Could you imagine every time somebody walks in? Pardon me, I'm going to need to see your card. Hey, up yours.
It puts a lot of stress on, like people who are working in grocery stores and stuff. They're not security guards. They're not,
No.
You have to have a certain type of personality to confront people like that. They're not paid well enough to do that.
That's what Ron DeSantis, a lot of the reasons why he signed that bill and a lot of reasons why he wasn't going to criminalize people is because it's not fair for the bag boy at Publix to have to become a security guard, or the owner of a coffee shop, has to learn, Brazilian jiu-jitsu so that they can keep their staff safe. Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's stupid.
So, just go to Disney World, cough on people, dude. Have a great time. Everything's fine.
Fart on people, cough on them.
I fart on people all the time.
I know
dude.
you do.
Yeah,
I witnessed you do it to a young man at Busch Gardens. And
it's a sport.
It made me laugh really hard, but also I feel like we were talking about at the beginning of the show moments that are throwaway moments for you, but for him, I have a feeling that's going to be ingrained in his brain forever.
Oh, my bad.
It's going to be like, I got pooped on at Busch Gardens by a fat man. Yeah.
Hey, it was Hollow Scream. The kid wanted to be scared.
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what you do. Yeah, it's that element of real life or death, that makes it what it is.
Truly, no doubt.
That's what I said. Like Hollow Scream, Halloween Horror Nights, any big Halloween production. I think 1 or 2 people should die at these things. That way, every year it's actually scary. Like if one of the Scream actors or whatever they call them, actually gets permission to kill one person per season.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because imagine then you pay for a ticket, you pay $50, you go, or $100 or whatever, speed pass. Maybe you get a special pass that keeps you from being murdered, right? It's an extra $100, but that fear is really there now. Now you go, dude, am I going to be the one that dies at Busch Gardens this year? Because last year, one person had a real chainsaw and just lopped his mom's head right off in front of the Nairobi exhibit. That was pretty badass,
I don't think I would take that risk.
I would, man.
Yeah.
That's an adrenaline rush. Hell yeah, dude.
Being murdered must be an adrenaline rush.
You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
You're ordering a corn dog looking over your shoulder because some giant clown might actually chop your face off. That's awesome.
I don't like it.
Whatever, dude. Don't
thanks.
be a coward, dude. It's all about Halloween. During Halloween, guess what'll be happening? A Bucs game this year. Don't we have a game on Halloween this year?
I think we do. Yeah, against the Saints, too. Voodoo.
Yeah.
Voodoo.
It's going to be unlucky for them. Let's go to, actually, I'm looking at, yep, Saints, 425, Halloween. I like it. Let's go to the hotline right now to go to my man Rick Hughes from BucsReport.com. Hey, Rick, what's up, dude? Oh, sorry, man.
It's an awesome idea.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry I had you potted down like a moron. All I heard was awesome idea. What part was the awesome idea? Killing people at Busch Gardens?
The whole Halloween thing and one person doesn't make it out of the theme park alive? That's
right.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? I mean, because now you go there with this blanket of security knowing that people don't die there, right? Like they can't actually kill you. So why am I supposed to be afraid of this stupid stilt walker with a fake axe? I want to know that this guy might kill me.
And on a positive note, all the people who never get invited anywhere, they're all going to get invited because, they're the slower gazelle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every group would have a fat friend for sure.
Yeah, there's somebody that normally, you're like, we don't really care. We'll go ahead and push him.
Yes. Now, instead of it's the opposite of kickball. The fat kid gets picked first to go to the Halloween stuff. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, get
and
over
if you're
here.
Sitting there, and you got to know this: if you're the one sitting there going, "Hey, man, why didn't we invite one of those people?" You're the person.
That just I don't know. I don't know if this day and age you want to say stuff like that, Rick. Why didn't we invite one of those people? That's a shucksies. Anyway, Tim Tebow, let's get into the Bucs season. I want to talk about the schedule. What you think? I mean, from all the national pundits, everybody I'm watching and listening to, at least the ones I can tolerate, it looks very good for the Bucs. It looks very favorable. I think the third weakest schedule on paper, but as you know, in the NFL, these teams they go from worst to first. All it takes is one or two little tweaks and a couple different members of a coaching staff. So you really don't know. But as of May 14th, it's looking pretty good for the Bucs. Let's dive into it, Rick. Now,
everybody's saying like 20-0. Let's just get Bayless and all these things. Yeah, simmer down, Sparky, man.
Yeah.
Look. Just get into the playoffs and go on a run again like you did last year. That's fine. Thank you.
Right.
But, I mean, everybody I think is a little overexcited. The first half of the year looks like it's going to be a little more difficult than the second half.
Yeah.
The second half looks, especially the way the season ends with Carolina, New Orleans, and Carolina as the last three games, and I think the last two are at home.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too, is you also have to take into consideration injuries and things like this. And we don't know if there's going to be another COVID spike. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but you don't know what's going to happen with all that. So, I mean, there might be COVID-21 might pop up, brand new one, So, who knows? Where you breathe on somebody and their leg falls off, something weird. So let's get into it. Obviously,
back to Halloween.
Exactly. One player a game dies. Oh my God, no. We're gonna sit Tom Brady until the end. We're not gonna talk about the preseason. 3 preseason games now instead of 4. 17 regular season games. The Bucs picked up the game against the Colts.
Yep, week 12.
And Carson Wentz. All right, so we're gonna break down every game. Obviously, we're not gonna spend 5 minutes on each one, but I want to hear if you have a prediction. Because we're gonna give our prediction on the record. I know I've seen a few people do it on the big channels, the big networks, and I've seen a lot of controversy swirling around it. I saw somebody mad at Shannon Sharp because he predicted 13-4, and I was like, I'll take 13-4 all day long. That's probably going to be the first seed, probably. So at least in our division, we'll win our division probably. So. Let's go with game number 1, the big game, Thursday night, September 9th, 8:20 p.m. There will be a Best of Johnny B show that night. I will not be here. We are playing a team that should no longer be called America's team because they're not. They haven't won a Super Bowl in 25 years or longer. The Dallas Cowboys coming to town with Dak Prescott. What do you think about this game, Rick?
Well, okay. It's hard to tell what to I have no idea what to expect from Dallas.
Right.
I know they're going to be better than last year. That the first 2 weeks of the season, I think in general are sort of a wild card anyway.
Right.
Teams are adjusting, finding their level. The Bucs have the advantage because this team's back, and the Cowboys are getting readjusted to their injuries and people coming back, and the Bucs didn't have that.
Right.
So I'll give this game to the Bucs. Just based on it's at home, and they're going to be prepped and ready.
Absolutely. What do you think, Will?
Same thing. Dallas is. Did they make the playoffs last year? They just skirted in, right?
Yeah, I think they did, but with like Andy Dalton, or maybe they did. I don't know. Who cares?
I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to pick the Bucs in this one.
No, they did not.
They did not. Washington.
Oh, that's right.
They were 7-9. I think was their final.
Right.
Yeah, they suck. Okay. Yeah, I also I think the Bucs win this game. I think it'll be a little tough, but I think the Bucs are already gelled, and I think the Cowboys are probably going to be where the Bucs were last September with a lot of new defensive players. Dak coming back from an injury, a nasty injury. But I think the Cowboys will end up being a lot better by the end of the year, but not on September 9th. I think we whoop that ass. Week 2, do we really have to talk about it? It's the Falcons at home here, 4:00 game. I don't think adding a tight end at the 4th pick is going to be enough for the Falcons. They really didn't improve their defense. What do you think, Rick?
I think they will probably score 40 points and give up 50.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I think the Bucs are going to really pile it on them and do it fast. I think it's going to be like a 42-21 type of game. What do you think, Will?
I'd taken the Bucs all day.
Yeah, you have to. You'd be dumb.
Yeah.
Now, week 3 is a toughie.
That's the first one where I go, oh, okay. This is a game.
We got to go too, and I'm excited to see this stadium with fans in it. We're going to Los Angeles against the Rams in that brand new, beautiful stadium, which there's a lot of brand new, beautiful stadiums we'll get to see people in this season. The Rams, already had they had the number 1 defense last year for a while. That now a big upgrade, in my opinion, with Matthew Stafford instead of Jared Goff. I thought he was super overrated. What do you think about this game, Rick?
Well, that's you went exactly where I was going. Matthew Stafford. I'm going to give this to the Rams because we're not going to win every game.
Right.
And this is look, you're in LA. There's a lot of reasons. Let's the ball's going to bounce wrong at some point. Let's call one here.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I have it written down already. I have that as our first loss too. Now, do I think we can win it? Absolutely. My reason being, Sean McVay seems to have Todd Bowles' number. He seems to know how to scheme against Bowles, and Bowles has even said recently in an interview, our presser, Zoom conference, that he hasn't had his best performances against Sean McVay. So you got a great offensive mind against a great defensive mind. But the offensive guy seems to have his number. Maybe not this year. We have a lot of time to prepare for him. But, yeah, we're not going to win every game. I think that's silly.
Right.
So, yeah, I got them as a loss there. What do you got, Will?
I feel the same way you do. I think it depends on how Matt Stafford does there. Matt Stafford's a good quarterback. Probably – I would put him in the elite category. I think he was on of bad teams for a long time. We're going to see what he can do.
I think he was a number 1 overall pick for the Lions.
He was in Georgia, yeah. But I think it's early enough in the season. It's their first away game. I think the guys will be rested. I'm giving this one to the Bucs too.
Okay.
I think it'll be a close game, but I think the Bucs are going to win it.
Ooh. Now the next game, Rick, to me is the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl. They're already talking about it, not just here, not just New England. They're talking about it. I saw a Japanese news station talking about this game. That's insanity, right? So this is this matchup here, Bucs versus New England. Brady going back. It's Danielson going to fight Miyagi. What do you think about this?
Not even close game. The game will not even be close. It'll be over by halftime. The Bucs will win this game.
I love it. Yes, I agree, Rick. Because Brady is nobody to F with when it comes to motivating him and him wanting to prove a point. You piss off Tommy. Tommy is not going to go lightly on Belichick. And God forbid, oh, Lord, please let some New England fans boo Tom Brady after what he did for that city. He will throw 800 yards.
I'm thinking it's going to be interesting to see whether or not there are more Patriots fans cheering for the Bucs.
I don't know. People love Tom Brady, and you would have to be a dum-dum to hate him after everything he brought to that city, and he milked it to the end. He played his whole contract out. He didn't bail on your city. Your city's team bailed on him. So, I think he kills them. And if any motivation happens beforehand, and there might be, I think he can get out of control, too. I think he could throw for 450 yards and 5 touchdowns. And you're right. It might be absolutely nasty. And the Bucs defense will be there also. and they're really good.
Yep.
So what do you
This
think?
will end the Brady Belichick discussion.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 56 to 10 if you piss Brady off. Yeah.
Same.
And also, Devin White, he's not hard to motivate. What do you think, Will?
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I think this is going to be the scene in the documentary that's coming in a few years.
Oh, yes.
I think the Patriots end up winning this game. I think this is the one where Tom Brady is going to say, and I took that personally after that. He gets this loss in week 4 and then goes on a tear the rest of the year to prove, to make up for that game. Because I know he wants it. Belichick obviously wants to beat Brady. It's going to be a great game. I can't wait for that one on October 3rd, but I think this is the one that they get caught.
You're predicting this as a documentary director.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah, it makes a better story is what you're saying.
A little bit.
Now, I think we beat him and Belichick cries on the field.
I'd much prefer that.
Falls down on his knees and puts both of his hands up in the air and goes, "I'm sorry, Tom." That's a better storyline to me. I think Week 5 is also going to be a great one. We got the Dolphins coming to Tampa, 1 o'clock game, one of the rare ones we have. The Dolphins are looking pretty good. They did what the Browns did a few years back, stacked a bunch of picks, and made some great draft picks. What do you think about this game, Rick?
This game could scare me in the sense that they're coming off that Patriots game.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a little lull, but there's no way that I could see Tua doing much against this defense.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it to the Bucs by a pretty good margin.
I feel exactly the same way when I was breaking it down matchups wise. I like their defense, but against our offense, you're going to have to go back and get the 2000 Ravens defense to have a chance. And yeah, Tua, no, not going to happen. What do you think, Will?
Yeah, I think Tua's a bust. I think Bucs take this one pretty handedly.
Yep. And afterwards, we got October 14th, week 6. Another team that I think is horrible and not getting any better, even though they drafted a great wide receiver and beefed up their O-line. We're going into Philadelphia to play the Eagles. I may not hate a team more than the Eagles for so many reasons, including a bad marriage from a person that's an Eagles fan. So what do you think about this game, Rick?
Blowout, not close.
Yeah.
And the Bucs could come into this game flat and still kill them.
Yeah, I like the idea of beating the poo-poo out of the Eagles anytime. It makes me very, very happy. Anytime I'm having a bad day, Rick, you know what I like to do? I like to turn on the NFC Championship game from the 2002 season.
That'll put you in a good mood.
And watch Rondé Barber pick off old stupid Donovan McNabb. Then I'm like, you know what? Today's going to be a good day. What do you think, Will?
Yep.
Ass kicking.
Yeah.
Ass kicking. Bucs win that one handedly.
Yeah, I like it. Now, this is another interesting one. Chicago, we don't know where they're going to be on October 24th as far as quarterback goes. Could they have already shifted away from Dalton by week 7? I think yes. I think we might see Justin Fields. Maybe he gives us a problem. Washington showed us what, they could be a little difficult with a mobile quarterback, even if you don't know his name. What do you think about this game, Rick?
I think there's a certain amount of vengeance from what happened against the Bears this year that I think will play into the favor of the Buccaneers. I think they want to prove after getting kind of embarrassed by the Bears on a Thursday night this last season. So let's see what happens. But I think the Bucs will win this game, but I think it's going to be a very good game.
Yeah, I'm going to think along the lines of Will with this one as a director of a documentary. I think a little poetic justice and a little vengeance is also going to be in play. I think Tom Brady is not forgetting the fourth quarter or the fourth down faux pas he had when he held up the 4 fingers in that game against the Bears on Thursday night when he threw the incompletion on 4th down. So I think he's going to want to score 4 touchdowns, and he's going to hold up. He's going to hold up the 4.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome.
And it's going to be like that's going to be for the documentary. Will and last year, Tom Brady, who held up 4 fingers, and everybody thought, wow, this old man's a dumbass. Scored his 4th touchdown in the 4th minute of the game and held up 4 fingers. Yeah, so they're gonna whip that ass. Plus, I have full confidence that Tristan Wirfs is not afraid of what's his name?
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Khalil Mack. I would put Tristan Wirfs up against any defensive end or outside linebacker in the league. And you know what? Donovan Smith seems to like to block for Tom Brady, too. So I think the Bucs, Donovan was still kind of playing a little lackadaisy then. And I think he may have even been injured or out with COVID that game, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, the Bucs win that one. Now, the Saints on Halloween, baby. Woo! It's a thriller night. What do you think, Rick?
Let's go with that voodoo they do. Look, I'm not looking forward to this one. I think people are counting the Saints out too early. I'm gonna say this one's in New Orleans. Let's give this one to the Saints.
Ooh, do you think it's gonna be?
I hate it.
You think it's Jameis though? Do you think Jameis is the guy?
I think they're gonna have a two-headed monster at quarterback. I hate Sean Payton because he seems like he knows how to coach against the Bucs.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Sean Payton, although he's a big douchebag face, he is a fantastic coach. I hate him too.
Yeah.
What do you think, Will?
I think the Bucs win this game, but I am looking forward to it, and it'll be interesting to see what Jameis can do by Week 8. See if he's still the quarterback there. What's happening?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going with Rick on this one too. I have a weird feeling about this. It's Halloween. It's weird. It's in New Orleans. Yeah. That is a tough stadium when it's full. I've been to a couple of games in New Orleans when it was sold out and packed. Very loud. Great home field advantage. It's a 4:25 kickoff. The Bucs have a hard time in New Orleans unless it's the playoffs. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. And they got the vengeance factor, too, after what we did to them in the playoffs.
Yep.
We got a bye week in Week 9. Then we go – this is going to be an interesting one here. We have the Washington football team. 1 o'clock on November 14th. And I don't know who the quarterback will be. I have no idea. Maybe Fitzpatrick. Who cares? I don't think they stand a chance. I think we whoop up on that ass. What do you think, Rick?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as close. I think Washington's going to regress a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I mean, they had a pretty good draft. They had a good offseason. So I may be reading this entirely wrong, but I am not quite as sold on that defense as everybody else seems to be.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Bucs are going to take this one.
William?
Now, am I crazy, or did Ryan Fitzpatrick sign with Washington?
I just said that.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think that this will be an interesting game. You got the defense is good, but I think Fitzmagic, this might be another game where they get caught in Washington. Fitzmagic gets his revenge.
You are so high, dude.
No, man.
Seriously, you got to stop smoking crack. You're
No,
working
dude,
right now. You're
I don't
on the
smoke
clock.
Crack, bro.
Good God damn.
Don't do it.
Okay. We have another night game. Prime time against the Giants, November 22nd. Pretty exciting stuff here. I'm not – look, that was another game that was in the beginning of the season last year. We barely won. We shouldn't have won. And for 2 seasons in a row, Daniel Jones looked like a great quarterback. I think he sucks out loud. I think he's so overrated. I think the Giants have the worst GM in football, really the worst GM in football. To draft that guy 6th overall still blows my mind. I don't know how he has a job, but he does. I think the Bucs destroy these people. I'm not impressed by him at all. I mean, if Barkley's healthy, he's the best player they have, and the Bucs are the best against shutting down any running back in the league. What do you think, Rick?
I got a bad feeling this is a trap game.
Oh!
They're going from the playoff Redskins the week before. The next week is everybody's AFC darling this year for some reason, the Colts.
Yeah.
This game scares me. I'm actually going to say this is a loss.
Oh! Okay. I gotcha. Will, are you scared of this one?
Nah, man. I'm taking the Bucs all day.
Yeah, me too. I think they beat that ass.
I think they're better. The Bucs are better.
Yeah.
But it's prime time, which the Bucs, well, anyway.
I gotcha.
We all know.
Yeah. I mean, last year we were 1-3 in primetime games, and we barely won the one against the Giants. I get it. But I really think that 8-game winning streak probably spelled any of that crap. I think they're over it. I think they're going to be just fine. I hope. Let's get to the darlings, Rick. Colts, November 28th.
Yeah, I think they're overrated.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And I think the Bucs pissed off that they lost to the Giants the week before and take it out on the Colts.
Oh, poor Carson Wentz. I just want to play football. Shut up. Yeah, I don't think I don't like it either. I mean, they're good, but they're not great. The Bucs are great, and great beats good most of the time. I like the fact it's a 1:00 game. It really favors the Bucs. I think the Bucs win that one pretty easy. Will?
Indy's a good team, and it's all going to depend on what Carson Wentz is. Is he going to be that quarterback that Philadelphia started out with a few years ago, or is he going to, did he regress into a very average, injury-prone dude? I think it just depends on him. If he's good, then I think the Colts win this game. If he's bad, then the Bucs are going to crush him.
Yeah.
I have to pick one, so I'm going to say Carson Wentz is good, and I think that the Colts win this game.
Well, go ahead and write this date down. May 14th is when I officially said Carson Wentz won't be playing in Week 12 because he will be injured.
Yeah.
Because that's what he is. And the reason why he doesn't play well anymore, after a couple big injuries, he plays scared. That's why he throws the ball frantically. He sucks now. So sorry. So sorry. Week 13, Falcons win.
Yeah, not close win.
Win. Yeah, take a win.
Let's just get past this one. I actually hit the bold font on that W on my notes here. Way better. This is probably one of the better games of the year, too, not just for the Bucs and the Bills, but for the NFL. December 12th, right in a beautiful, beautiful time of the year to be at Raymond James Stadium. The Buffalo Bills coming in to what they will think is a warm game because it'll probably be 72 degrees. Buffalo, Bucs. To me, I think this is a pick 'em at this point. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it is. But if I have to pick them, I'm going to say the Bucs because I feel like they've hit their stride. They're everything is starting to really gel and click, and they're playing at a higher level at this point.
What do you think, William?
I'm going to take the Bucs at home, but yeah, I kind of feel the same way. It's a coin flip. I'm going to take the Bucs as they're playing at home.
Well, this is one of the trap games for me. I'm a huge Allen fan. I think Josh Allen's one of the best players in the league, not just quarterback, but players, period. He scares the hell out of me. I think the Bucs, it's going to be a good game, but I think we have one of those games where we just kind of make some mistakes and miss some opportunities and fall short on that one. And it'll also add drama to the documentary, Will, when we match up against them in the Super Bowl later in the season. Let's come back to Tampa for another primetime game, December 19th against the Saints. What do you think, Rick? Did they get us twice?
No, they do not, and it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be ugly for the Saints. There's going to be a lot of revenge and a lot of anger taken out.
Yes. I agree with you totally on that one. I don't think the Saints beat us twice this year. Very likely could beat us once, like you said, on Halloween. And I believe did I pick a loss on that one? Maybe. Will, what do you think?
I think we win this game. I'm looking at it. They might, I know it's very unlikely, but they might sweep the division this year. I don't think any of these teams are particularly any good. I mean, the Saints are probably the best out of those three. But yeah, I think the Bucs win this game.
In the next three games, we could just all do these right now. It's Panthers, Jets, Panthers. I mean, it'll be fun to watch, but let's just face it. These are bye weeks, right? Leading into the playoffs?
Okay, so I'm going to throw this out. I don't know what's going to happen in one of the last two games because the Bucs could be positioned and playing it safe by that point.
See, I thought the same thing, Rick, but if you remember last year, Arians came out and said, we don't rest people, even if it's with, positioning. Maybe they'll change their mind with the 17-game season, but last year, I think they played that last game with all the starters, and it couldn't affect the seeding. So I don't know.
I think you were establishing a culture, though. I think you were establishing a culture. Brady's getting to know the offense.
Yep.
Still, there's, now everything is just let's just get to the playoffs and let's do it again, boys. That's sort of what I think the attitude will be.
Yeah, so maybe they drop one. I still got 3 W's there. I'd be insane. I agree with you, though, if they sit everybody. But honestly, I think Blaine Gabbert can beat these teams. I think I think our backup defense can beat these teams. So I mean, who knows?
I'm calling 3 W's also. I'm just saying that I could see that happen.
Yeah, don't be shocked. I agree with you. What do you think, Will?
Yeah.
The only one that gives me pause a little bit, January 2nd in New York. I don't know what the temperature is going to be. I think the Bucs have that cold weather curse.
It doesn't matter. We whooped Green Bay in the playoffs.
I know, but you got that rookie in there. It could be one of those games where they get caught, but I don't think so. I think they win the next 3.
Damn right. Even Zach Wilson's mom wants the Bucs to win.
Yeah.
Her hot ass. Rick, this has been fun. I got the final record for the Bucs for me at 14-3. I think that's respectable.
That's what I had.
And you got 14-3. What did you get, Will?
Let's see. I got. I didn't really keep track along the way.
Good job, bud.
I got them losing to the Patriots and the Colts and the Reds. Oh, sorry, football team. My God. So what is that? 3 losses.
We're all 14-3. There you go. Rick, this has been awesome, dude. Everybody find Rick Hughes on BucsReport.com. You have your own show. You have more than one show. When can they hop on BucsReport.com and get your streams and check you out?
Hey, hop on tomorrow night at 8:30. We've got a show that you're talking about food and football. It's called What's Cooking in the South, where we talk mostly about the NFC South and about food. It's the intersection of food and football. It's a whole lot of fun.
Awesome. And where can people find you on social media?
Well, the easiest thing is just look for Bucs Report all over Facebook, Twitter, anywhere.
Yeah.
Basically, YouTube, we're all over the place.
Yeah, and I am now officially a member at BucsReport.com, so that's more of a reason for everybody to jump on and check out all the other great streams, all the great write-ups and everything else, and the Facebook page. Hop on it. Rick, thank you so much, dude. I will talk to you soon.
Yep, have a great night.
Later, pal. There you go, Rick Hughes. We got to take a break. We are way over, Will. We'll come back with shout-outs and a top tweet when we come back.
It's the Johnny B. Show.